Hi everybody, welcome back to my channels, and today I'm gonna show you the new 30 DLX line Iron Man Mark 7 from the Marvel Infinity Saga. And this is the best classic Iron Man suit ever, as far as I'm concerned, because this is what all the technology that we possess currently at the moment in our world with the rocket, lasers, and all the flight jetpack and all the stuff. Mark 50 and Mark 85 are a little bit futuristic, a little bit unrealistic, because we don't possess that kind of nanotechnology that can actually shape shift and different weapons at any time at demand. So we don't have that kind of thing. I have never seen it in real life. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the real, the best classic armor of all time. So there we are. Anyway, so I got this one from the I think is a Bombasby or the ShowZ.com, or you can also get it from 30 website as well, and they cost about the £100 or £90 depending on where you get it from. And sometimes you can get it a little bit cheaper if you have promotion or discount voucher code or whatever. But anyway, so you might be wondering why the hell I put the other two guys as well. And they all made of die cuts, by the way. And this Silver Centurion is the from the Comic Cave, and that is the only Comic Cave I have left in this Iron Man series. I have kept the Eagle and Hulkbuster, but I don't have any other Comic Cave Iron Mans anymore because I sold it all out. And I kept this guy because I like the Silver Centurion in die cuts. Unfortunately, Hot Toys don't make them. I don't want to buy plastic, Hot Toys. So hopefully somebody made these Silver Centurions or Blue Steels or the Star Boost or whatever one day. Hopefully 30 or somebody like that. And you can see that he's a bit short, even though they all claim to be 75% die cast, but the Comic Cave one is about 6 inches tall, and 30 ones are about 7 inches tall. So they goes with DC McFarlane line, Batman, Superman, that kind of line, because they're all about 7 inches tall. And this one is Comic Cave Iron Man 6 inches tall, so it goes with the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series and stuff like that. And then you got Deadpool, which is somewhere in between. I would say it's about 6.5, 6.3. Something like that. So it's not very tall, but it's slightly bigger and a bit chunkier than the Comic Cave version, so he's in somewhere in between. And they all have die cast, a lot of die cast, to be honest. But unfortunately there is no LED lighter point on the Sentinel fighting armor Deadpool, and only these two has one, and this guy don't have any LED lighter point. So they are very good at articulation, but unfortunately Comic Cave is not good at it at all for articulation wise. They're more for the show on the show, but they suck on articulation. So don't fool with the looking at this guy and saying, oh look, he had no restriction, probably he can do 3-point landing pose and stuff. But I tried it before with the other previous Comic Cave figures, and they're very difficult to get 3-point landing pose because the joints are not well, I don't know, it just, the engineering is not that good. But they're very good with showcase, you can see it out there. It looks nice and heavy, premium quality, but it's just not very good with articulation. But 30 and Sentinel figures are very good with articulation, absolutely no problem. So for me personally, I love the 30's line now because they are the best of both worlds, basically. So you got great at articulation, you got LED lighter point from the Comic Cave, you got articulation from the Sentinel fighting armor. So he is the best of both worlds. So that's why I'm going with all the Iron Man collection from the DLX line from 30. So that's what I'm gonna do in the future. So there we are. Anyway, so let's start with accessory, and the boxes you can see here, that's what you got here, right? It's the same for every other DLX line. And you got this dynamic stand, which is nice. You can do it in the air. You got fire effects as well for both feet and the arm. So it's really great. And you have 2 laser point here, which is you can put it on this little hands as well. And you got quite a lot of swappable piece here for this Mark 7, because that's the way it is. I got Midas as well from Hot Toys, and I know what it looks like. I used to own the Mark 7 from Comic Cave as well, and I know what it looks like as well, so I know quite a lot about Mark 7. And then on the other side, you got another tray here. You got quite a lot of pair of hands. It's ridiculous amount of hands, to be honest. So many of them. It's really unnecessary to provide that many hands. And you got a normal pair of fists, and you got relaxed hand, and you also have shooting hand, and you got a different kind of shooting hand with the holes on it, which is basically to put these fire effects in the hand. That's it, right? But what I don't understand is why they provide so many different pair of hands for the fire blasting effects, which is basically one of them is like this, another one is a bit stretched out like that, one is a bit like this. So it's not really needed, but you know, they provide quite a lot of them. So instead, what I would like is some kind of like some LED light up on the some kind of accessory or something like that, you know. But yeah, there we are. Anyway, you got the swappable piece on the shoulder part and also on the thigh as well for the rocket pieces that as you can see here. So yeah, it's the same as what you get in the Hot Toy Mark 7. It's basically the same thing. So yeah, there we are. Anyway, let's get started with the actual close-up of this guy. And so it is very nice. The helmet and the gold paint, all the red paints, they're very nice. The red color is very different from the rest of the Iron Man red color, because they are not exactly red. It's more like a burgundy color-ish, and the same as the what's the other one? Mark 46. That's the one. They look very similar color. Yeah. Apart from that, I mean, I don't have any complaint. I mean, it's just very different red color. I was hoping more like the Comic Cave version of this red. If you compare it side by side here, I mean, the red is very different kind of red here. You can see, right? So that's the only thing that I would say. But the rest is really not bad. I mean, they got rocket part here, which you can swap around, and you also have the little extra piece where you can put the red laser part here, basically. Which is not very long. It's okay, you can attach it, and then you got shoulder rocket pods here as well, which is nice. And you got also on the leg, which is nice as well. At the back, it's the same as Comic Cave Mark 7 that I have before. So the way the flag open is like this, okay, which is the same as Comic Cave one that we had before. But Hot Toy version is a bit different. I mean, they don't go like this. The top one is the same, but the bottom part, it goes sideways. It doesn't go up and down like this. It goes like this. Okay, it's like sideways. It's difficult to show here on the camera with my finger gesture, which is kind of weird. It's very bizarre. But this is the correct one, I think. I don't know why Hot Toy versions go sideways. But this is the way that it's supposed to be, I think. And so when you put it on a 3-point landing post, it's really cool to have all these wings on it. And on top of that, you got all this silver part that is already painted and stuff like that, which is really nice. I love that, you know, this is all so well done. And also on the chest part, you can actually crouch down. You can see all these joints here as well. And articulation is amazing, like I said before. It guarantees that you can do 3-point landing pose. But unfortunately, unlike Hot Toys, you don't have any opening part on the feet at all. You know, in the Hot Toy, you can open this little side panel and also the back part. Even in the Comic Cave version, you can actually open the some of the opening part on the feet as well. Just like this guy, for example, you can see the opening part on the feet. And you got painted and detail underneath that as well. So unfortunately, you don't get this in 3.0, which is a shame. But I wish that they do a little bit more like that to get a little bit out of it. But then again, I'm not complaining for the price that I paid for. I mean, you get in the die-cast figures, very nice articulated, and plus you got LED lighter point. Speaking of LED lighter point, all you gotta do is press the emitter chest part, and that's what you got. So if I dim the light, so it's quite bright actually. And on the head, and you just have to take out the cover, and then you gotta find a button, and there we are. So that's how you turn on the LED light here. So there is no light bleed or anything like that, which is good. And so Comic Cave versions are not that good with the helmet part. Sometimes some of them has the light bleed issues, but in this one you don't have any of those issues, so, which is very nice. Anyway, yeah, so articulation wise is very well done as well. So like I said before, you can have proper bench on this, and the joints are very nice and tight as well. You can go the whole 360, and then also you can obviously have all these pieces here that which you can pull down, and this cover can go up, and all those part here, which is very nicely done. So you can see the like it's very stiff. Actually, it's ridiculously stiff here. And like the hot toy joint will come from the top part all the way down, but here in 3.0 it comes from there, not from there, come from there, which is very nicely done. For in terms of engineering wise, 3.0 is really well with well done with the DLX line. That is their top notch line for it. And also the shoulder parts here, you can actually open some of the panel where you can actually open the arm here, which you can take this out. You can actually turn, or the bicep can come down, the shoulder part can go forward and backward. They call it butterfly joints or whatever you call it, but for me it's I'm not doing well with the articulation part. I don't really like articulation on my figures. Once I pose it, I just tend to leave it for a while, and then until I get bored and I switch it around a little bit. So, and unfortunately I don't do a lot of articulation on my videos, but I can tell you that they are very well articulated figures. So you can see that you can actually go around and crouch and all this stuff. You can go sideways, tilt, all sort of issue, and you shouldn't have any problem whatsoever. So yeah, anyway, I hope that this video is helpful. If you're interested in getting the DLX line, I definitely recommend it. If you are new to collection, this is definitely a good one to start with, because hot toys are expensive and too big, and you need a lot of space, and then these ones are not too big, not too small. And also you get a best of both worlds, like I said, from the Comic Cave and Sentinel line. Great articulation, LED lighter point, absolutely no problem, tons of accessory, dynamic flight stand, fire effects, all under 100 pounds. So what more can you ask for, right? So yeah, there we are. Anyway, I'm very happy with it, so thanks for watching and stay tuned. I'll have a few more figures lined up coming up now, so I'm gonna take a pause from the diecast motor car and then show you more figures later on. Right, thanks for watching and see you next time.